asphalt. That's when she sees them. Two shadowy figures huddled in the far corner of the car park, next to the open boot of a vehicle. Her eyes are just enough for the twosome to be recognizable, for her to make out what is happening. Betrayal smacks her hard in the face and, to her horror, she whimpers. The shadows freeze. Her feet are balls of concrete, rooted to the ground. Tree leaves swish gently, waves crash against sand. One of the figures breaks away, takes a step toward her. "Hello, Abby," he says. He tilts his head kindly, but there's malice in his gaze. "You're out late." She tightens her grip on her phone and fumbles backwards, gasping, falling. Her wrists buckle as she hits the ground, but she barely registers the pain. "No!" she yells, scrambling to her feet. "Come on, don't be like that." He walks quicker now. She staggers away from the beach toward the shops. Her veins become ice tunnels, jarring against the heat of her blood. Another voice yells her name, high and desperate. There's a sharp, metallic clatter as something hits the ground. Her phone, dropped from her shaky fingers. He kicks it along and picks it up. He laughs. "No, no, no!" Desperate, she scans the empty street. The artificial light from the service station reaches around a large vehicle parked near the Bowsers. But there's no way she can get there before he reaches her. She knows how strong he is, and she doesn't know how far he'll go, what he is capable of. She doesn't even think to scream. Her only thought is to run. His footsteps are loud behind her as she propels herself forward, struggling to breathe while dread threatens to choke her. The sporadic cries of her name are lost in the dance of the wind. First day missing. Sunday, 10 April, 7:42 a.m. Dot Clark eases herself out of bed, grunting with the effort. Daniel is already up. Dot squeezes her eyes shut and says a brief prayer, the fear she felt last night as raw as the bruises on her shoulder. Hopefully, he's on the back porch sleeping off his hangover. He sits out there in the early hours sometimes when it's particularly hot, legs spread and belly bulging like a scantily clad Father Christmas. The bugs never bother him, not even the mosquitoes. Dot wonders if his temper makes his blood taste nasty. He was especially bad last night, worse than usual, and the stink of booze distilled through his leather-thick skin still perfumes the air. Dot pulls her stringy hair into a low ponytail and swaps her thin nightie for a faded sundress. She throws the sheet across the bed and fluffs the limp pillowcases, the movement causing a little jolt of pain to charge through her. Sections of her ribcage are dark purple and throb unprovoked. She puts her hands on her hips, already exhausted. Despite her solid sleep, the events of last night have left her completely drained. She feels an unexpected rage toward both of them. Daniel's a human landmine, unpredictable and vicious, but Abby always seems so intent on setting him off. She crossed a line last night. They will all pay for that. Dot wheezes through a few breaths as her anger fades to a familiar hopelessness. She shuffles to the end of the bed. She hates this house, but she especially hates this bed. She hates the ugly wooden headboard and the rock-hard mattress with its stubborn sweat stains. Odd, then, that all she wants to do after getting up every morning is to crawl back onto the grotty slab and close her eyes again. She limps slightly as she approaches the boys' room, her knees still aching from her fall last weekend. Daniel pushed her down the 3 stairs to the backyard. Chris and Wayne